So this is my Porsche Cayman GTS, and I think we're gonna get to like $500,000 a month. I would say probably 3 months. If you're a young entrepreneur and you're crushing it and you can afford to get a car, it might not be the best financial decision that you can make, but it is the best decision you'll ever make in your whole entire life. Good morning, guys. It's your boy Jape or John back again with another episode. And guys, we're gonna do a little bit of a different episode this time. What we're gonna be doing is, and don't mind the clothes on the back. I don't know if y'all are like me, but like I'll just take my clothes off, and I really don't have anything in this apartment other than, look at this, other than this desk, bro. So this is what we got to set up now. Obviously, we got the crazy view, but all the furniture's out of my apartment. Well, I guess not really my apartment, my buddy's apartment. We moved all of his furniture to San Diego, and now we're just left with a bed and this. But in this video, guys, I wanted to go into and take y'all through like my actual warehouse. And let's like, you know, I'm not like, I guess I film YouTube videos and like show y'all everything I'm doing on my computer. But I figured why not show what I do in person at our warehouse. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a tour over to the warehouse and show y'all what we got going on, how I set it up. Like I said, this is my second location out here in Austin. I'm 22 years old. Did 252K last month. It says we did 291. I'm kind of confused, but I'm pretty sure we're 287 or something like that for last month. So, and I think we're gonna get to like $500,000 a month in the next, I would say, probably 3 months. With this new Austin location. So big thing coming, and yeah, we can do 500K a month at 22. That would be actually insane. And you know, yeah, but let's go ahead, go to the warehouse. Also, I'll walk y'all down to the parking garage so we can check out the Porsche. All right, so we're down here in the parking garage. Check this out, y'all. So I got this in December of 2025. I got this. And guys, if you're a young entrepreneur and you're crushing it and you can afford to get a car, it might not be the best financial decision that you can make, but it is the best decision you'll ever make in your whole entire life. It's better than getting a watch. It's better than everything. The experience that you get and the connections that you build off a car, especially if you're in the right city, off of getting a car, bro, like you can connect with so many people and then just have such a fun time, bro. When you have downtime, you just go, I just drive for hours and you just rip through traffic. So like check this out. So this is my Porsche Cayman GTS, and I just opened the trunk a little bit, so don't mind about that, but all red 2018 718 Cayman GTS with the gaffled on it, bro. But yeah, so let's go ahead and head over to the warehouse. But I thought I'd just show y'all, like, I had a 1991 F-150, a 1991 F-150 when I was 16 years old in high school. My second car was a 2002 Mercury Mountaineer, and I remember one time I was going up to a job one day, and I couldn't afford to fix my window, and I had ants crawling up my leg at 6 in the morning with my buddy on the way to a moving job. And I remember I almost like was about to break down crying, bro. Like I got out of the car, batted ants. Like I was driving to the job, had to stop the car, get out of the car, bat ants off my leg. And like, you know, I had nothing, bro. It was like a super low point in my life. I wasn't handing anything. You know, I grew up in a well family, like great family, but like I just wasn't handing anything. I had to figure it out by myself. So, you know, it's just, that's the moments that build you, bro. That's the moments that build you, and like, it's anything's possible, bro. If I can do it, bro, I'm telling you guys, you can do it too. It took me so long. But guys, you just keep going, Anyways, a little thing right there, but let's go ahead, go to the warehouse, and I'll show you how I got everything set up. All right, guys, we just made it to the warehouse. So this is the warehouse that we have set up here in Austin, Texas, right behind me. You can see, pretty awesome. So in my videos, when I was saying, you know, first, like, when you're looking for a warehouse, so like look at this. When you're looking for a warehouse, like, so I have this gated in, so this is good for insurance. So like if you have a gated in property, you can get reduced insurance for like parking. And then in here, you see we have a warehouse. So the warehouse isn't too crazy big, right? We're not gonna be running storage out of here. Obviously you see the, I'm saying we got the Porsche over there. But this is what I'm saying about the truck parking, right? So tons of parking, look at this. So like all of my guys can park all along here, and then, you know, back here we can keep all the trucks, right? So I plan on just having like all of our trucks just lined up. Like I would say like we could probably fit 5 on this side and then 5 on that side, and then, you know, maybe a couple on the sides, and then have guys park, you know, wherever on the street parking or whatever. But this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying, you know, having tons of parking. Because at the end of the day, like we run a very labor intensive business. Our product is labor. So you're gonna have to have parking. Like, that's the biggest thing. So when I came across this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. So let's go ahead and walk inside and look at what we got going on in here. So I came here, so this was the first step. I got this about like 2 months ago. And this was the first thing I did when opening up a new location, and that forced me to get the ball in the rolling with everything else. Right now I got, you know, 5K of overhead. So if you ask me how much this is 5K a month. You know, so, you know, we're burning through cash if we're not making money. So let me open this up real quick. So let's walk in here and see what we got going on. So like, it's not pretty, right? It's not like a, you know, a very chic office, but you don't need that. We're a moving company, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you keep your fancy stuff at home. But like I said, so this is one office area here. So let me flip the camera around. So as you can see, one office area, just is kind of like, I would say like a mud room almost. You know, nothing fancy. We come in here, and then, so like, this is where my operator is gonna be, you know, working. So he's got his desk, you know, and I had him set all this up. So like, once I got the warehouse, I didn't do anything in this warehouse until I hired my operator. And then, so like, that was the first step, get the warehouse and then hire the operator. So come in here, we got this desk, he got all of his, you know, office supplies, printer, have the, you know, couple chairs. He does interviews right here, so bring in guys, interview them. Filing cabinets, I don't know if we're ever gonna use these, but he got them, so I was just like, you know, maybe we'll need them, maybe we won't. Come in here, and here is the warehouse. So this is what we got set up in here. So we got all of our TV boxes over here, and all of our equipment. So we got a couple racks, right? So we got a couple storage racks, and pretty much everything you need, right? We got the packing paper up top, some stretch wrap, right? You're gonna need some stretch wrap, tape. This is a 4-wheel dolly, plastic 4-wheel dolly. Your tools, ratchet straps back there. Mattress bags. We got some newsprint, so like that's for your packing and stuff. Dollies, blankets, some more 4-wheel dollies, more stretch wrap, C-bins. This is the first time we're using C-bins, and they're actually very nice. Moving blankets, bubble wrap, and then, you know, a few boxes over here as well. Some more bubble wrap. This was a crate that we built the other day that we never even used. So, you know, we might use this for something, who knows. So yeah, this is it. So like, we're not gonna be running storage out of here, but this is a great place to store all of our stuff. So as we get bigger, you know, we'll have more boxes in here, and this is plenty of space, right? This is plenty of space. You know, I have a guy that has worked with us for about 2 years now, and he grew a College Hunks location from 0 to 7 million in like 5 to 7 years. What happened with that location? He grew that location out of like, got to 7 million a year out of like a 2,000 square foot warehouse. And I think this is honestly about the same. Because all you need is storage boxes. If you're not doing storage, you don't need a massive warehouse, right? And like, as you can see, I don't need a lot of office space either, right? I have 2 office spaces. This other office space, like if you do need one, a dispatch assistant, like could be in here that could take over. But you really only need 1 office space. You don't need a lot of office space because, like I said, all you need is 1 operator and movers at a location. You don't want anything else at this location. You don't want customer service here. You don't want HR. You don't want all these distractions. Like the operation is stressful in and of itself. So like having everybody else out there, everybody else in the office, like with your operator needs to be fully focused on the operation. If he's not fully focused on the operation and then he's hearing customer service stuff or sales guys or anything of that, like it just distracts him from the main goal. Like, because like your biggest bottleneck, I think, you know, is obviously, I think one of the biggest bottlenecks that I dealt with opening up this location was, first, this was an unexpected bottleneck, was my marketing and actually breaking into the market. But once you get the ball rolling, you get the ball rolling. So, but your biggest bottleneck in growing and scaling is finding the right operator to run your location and making sure and build, like I built my business around the operator. So I'm putting everything right here for him. This is all for my operator. Everything, because if you don't have, if you put your operation second, oh my gosh, dude, oh my gosh. Like I built my whole business around the operator. Like whatever my operator needs, he gets it, right? So he's not scheduling interviews, he's not doing any of this. So like if he wants interviews, he hits up our guy that schedules interviews, so we have a specific role for that. He does a couple other things, but he's like, hey, I need interviews Tuesday, Wednesday. Boom, it's done on the calendar. Because he doesn't need to be focusing on the minimal task. His overall goal is to make sure this operation's running well, making sure the trucks are okay, making sure the guys are okay, making sure the customers are happy, right? Trucks, guys, customers. If he has all those on lock, brother, we're good. You know what I'm saying? And pay your guy good, right? Like this is a 6-figure job. Like my operator is going to get paid 6 figures once we're actually cooking. He gets 2% of gross profit share, and he gets a base salary. So we have it either at an hourly or a salary, and they can choose whichever one they want. But yeah, man. I mean, it's just like, you know, this is what we got going on. So like this is like this right here. Like this is better than my warehouse in Savannah. I don't have a good warehouse in Savannah. I mean, I have a good warehouse. I have a great location, everything like that. But it's just like when you think of a perfect warehouse and a perfect space for a moving company, this is what you think of. Like this is the ideal. Like this right here is the ideal, right? Smaller like warehouse, truck parking, fenced in gate, and bro, you're cooking. So yeah, so this is what we got going on. Finding this was not easy. So, you know, we're obviously, you know, finding a warehouse is not going to be easy. Finding something like this is not going to be easy. With this much space, this much everything, it's not going to be easy. But when you find it, and you just know. So when you're looking for a warehouse, like I said, truck parking, enough warehouse space, 1 office, and then keep everything else on the back end, either remote or at another office. And yeah, like, yeah. So guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This was me showing you what I actually have set up and what's going on out here. So I'm not just a guy sitting at a computer screen. We got some real life movement over here. So, you know, big things to come. We got our second location. Everything's running great here in Austin. We're finally catching on onto some momentum. And you know, it's great. So hope you guys did enjoy this video. Guys, keep crushing, and hope this was valuable for everybody. Take care. Peace.